Can you believe we're this deep into the NFL season? We got to make every second count. With DraftKings Sportsbook, you can make the most out of every game day. Bet on your favorite teams for a shot at winning big bucks. New customers can score $150 instantly in bonus bets for betting $5 on any matchup. Get in on the action with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Download the app now. Use code Shannon. New customers can score $150 instantly in bonus bets for betting just $5 on the NFL. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with code Shannon. The crown is yours. Hello. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. Make sure you click that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for helping us reach 394,000 subscribers. That's right, Ocho. We're 6,000 away from 400K. Make sure you click that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We've also pinned Shea by Laporte at the top of the chat with the holidays right around the corner. We got Christmas, we got New Year's, and I know we got some birthdays. Make sure you go grab your bottle for that you or that someone that you love. Who else we want to thank? Check this out, Ocho. A very special happy belated birthday to Harvey Thompson. Your daughter, 17-year-old daughter, Jordan, reached out and said you drive her 3 times a week to our volleyball games, which are 2 hours away. And I know we're a little late, but we want to say happy belated birthday. We are at NC-17, which means no children under 17 should be listening to this program. But since she is in the presence of adult, I guess that's okay. So happy birthday, Harvey. Jordan, thank you for reaching. Go ahead.
Happy belated.
And thank you, Jordan, for reaching out on behalf of your father. I am your favorite sports uncle, Shannon Sharpe. He's your favorite number 85 Bengals Ring of Famer, legendary wide receiver, the third best route runner in NFL history in 107-year history of the NFL. Nah, it's only 104 years, but
the greatest route runner of all time, the only receiver that got paid for his feet and not his hands. Thank you.
The greatest route runner of this combination. So I'll let you have that. So you got it. I'm Shannon Sharpe. He's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Ocho, let's get into the game. The Packers just beat the Chiefs. 27-19, Jordan Love, 25 of 36, 267, 3 touchdowns, clean game. Patrick Mahomes, 21 of 33, 210, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. There were some really missed calls on that last drive.
Oh, 3 that was a PI. That was PI on that deep ball to MVS. That should have been PI. You know, the DB was he was very early. He was very early. You got to get your eye on the ball. You got to get it. I know. Listen, one of the things, especially in the situation as a defensive back, because I'm a former DB as myself, in a situation like that, the best thing for you to do is get your eyes back to the ball, because obviously if that call is made, which it should have been, the refs missed that one. Come on now. You cost your team the game. Obviously, they let it go. I'm not sure if the bets was in or something. They couldn't change. Something was going on, but that was an obvious PI. But listen, the Packers played a good game. The Packers played a good game.
They did. But here's the thing, though, Ocho. I counted 3 bad calls on that last drive. That was not an unnecessary roughness on Pat Mahomes. He was in bounds.
Oh, okay.
The first rule of thumb, you can't let up when you're going out of bounds, because he's coming and he's going to knock your block off. And I thought he had knocked Pat out the game, because you got up and he's a little woozy.
Woozy, yeah, a little bit.
Number 1 rule of thumb, you do not let up on the sideline. You go ahead and get your butt up out of bounds. You don't take unnecessary hits, because they are coming. I thought they could have called that shove in the back by Owens. When he shoved Travis Kelce on the Hail Mary, because remember, the NFL went back and said you can call PI on Hail Marys. Now, we don't see it often, but it has been called, because he shoved it before the ball got the ball's in the air, and he shoved it, and it kind of knocked Trav off his spot.
Okay. I think that would have been bad, though. Don't you think, to have a game in that way, to throw a pass interference? All right, the first deep ball to MVS, I understand that one.
Yeah.
But to throw a flag and then they get the ball on the 1-yard line on a Hail Mary, that would have been a horrible way to lose the game. I think that would have been a horrible way.
But I think the thing is, Ocho, for me, you got to call a foul a foul. whenever it's called. Because if guys like we've seen guys in victory formation and the guys line up off sides and they throw a penalty. It's like, man, we don't need that 5 yards, bro. We in victory formation. No, we got to call a foul. But Ocho, there's a bigger problem. And I told you this.
Yes, sir.
Even the greatness of Patrick Mahomes, he can't overcome these mediocre receivers. And I told you this. I said at some point in time, Ocho, you can't keep scheming. You got to say, look here, guys, I need you to go beat man coverage. Right. How many smoke screens? How many you try to change the DB's eye level before you just have a guy to go beat me on a comeback or beat me on a speed out or beat me on an end cut? They can't do that consistently, Ocho.
Right. I mean, listen,
and even the greatness of Patrick Mahomes can't overcome it.
I honestly, when you think about it, I think they regret. I wouldn't say regret letting Tyreek go, but now you understand his importance and what he meant to that team. Because now when Travis Kelce's not having a great game, who else do you have as an outlet that you can count on to continuously win one-on-one battles? I mean, listen, the entire game, they was really basically just playing man-to-man on everybody because they didn't feel they had anybody adequate enough to get open in 1v1 situations. And that's exactly what you got.
Look, I think the thing is, look, they've proven Pat Mahomes won the MVP. They won the Super Bowl without Tyreek. Yeah. But I think the mistake that you make is sometimes you're like, okay, we're straight. There are guys out there. You could have got a DeAndre Hopkins, a guy that can beat man coverage consistently. Yeah. Right. And so now you pair him with Travis Kelce, and now you let Kadarius Toney, now you let Sky Moore, now you let Rashee Rice, you let them continue to grow, knowing you got two guys on a given play that can go consistently. Right. Even Patrick Mahomes' greatness can't overcome average to mediocre play at that receiver position. Yeah, guys catch a ball here or there, but nah, because you're asking too much. And I know Pat Mahomes is great. He's historically great. But Ocho, you're asking him an awful lot to make chicken salad out of that chicken stuff he got going on.
I think they're going to address the issue. They're going to have to address the issue. Either they're going to have to address it through the draft, but I think they should more so looking to getting a veteran, bringing the veteran there. There are a lot of receivers that are coming that are going to be on the market this offseason, and they need to go. They need to go find and get one of them. They got to address that issue because when they lock in on Travis Kelce, there's nobody else that Patrick Mahomes could count on and say, you know what, come hell or high water, I can count on this individual to make a play for me in tough times.
Who can I put the ball up to other than Trav that can go make a play for me? Nobody.
Yeah.
Everybody has at least one person that I feel confident in that if I put the ball up, they can go make a play.
Right.
And Kansas City doesn't have that guy because if Andy doesn't scheme up the perfect play, they can't get open.
Right.
And even Patrick Mahomes, I don't think they're not going to be able to stretch the field because they don't have a Tyreek. If they don't have a guy that can push the sticks.
Well, I mean, MVS would be their burner, right? I mean, he's not Tyreek fast, but he is their speed guy.
But they call this like, well, he wasn't going to catch the ball anyway. That's why they didn't throw the flag. They're like, hell, he wasn't going to catch it anyway.
Don't do that.
Ocho, you saw the ball he caught tonight. Patrick Mahomes threw him a ball, the man laying flat on his back. He catch it. He threw him one the other night. He hit him in his hands and he drop it. He is the guy. Sky Moore. I've been waiting for Sky Moore to take that next step because he showed some things last year as a rookie. I've been waiting on Kadarius Toney to take that next step. He showed some flashes.
KT.
But man, Ocho is getting hard. Because think about this, Ocho. They scored 19 points. Now we've seen them. The Broncos, they scored under 20. Yeah. We've seen this before. I think it was Philly. They barely got 20. Yeah. So the points. And it used to be, it was automatic. The last 3-4 years, if Patrick Mahomes needed a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie this game, he's going to get that.
Yeah, most definitely.
Now you like, man, they ain't going to do this. Right. That's how far it's the man went and got in field goal range in 13 seconds.
Yeah.
Now he could have 5 minutes, and I don't believe they would have scored.
Right.
Because go ahead.
Because of his greatness, I still, even though he had nobody to throw the ball to, because with it being Patrick Mahomes, I still give him a 50-50 chance. That's how great he is. But once they address that issue at the receiver position and allow that young core to continue to mold and get better and get comfortable in situations where Patrick Mahomes can count on them, they will be all right. But they got to address it in the offseason and getting a receiver that can get the
beat
job
man
done.
Coverage consistently.
Yeah, that makes the offensive coordinator job easy. You know what? I don't got to scheme you. I want to line you up out here at X. I want to line you up at a Z, and I need you to win for me.
Yep.
Just win for me.
Jordan Love in his last 3 games has been playing outstanding. 857 passing yards, 8 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 3-0 record. Let's go to the game of the day. What we thought was going to be the game of the day. The 49ers blast the Eagles. Brock Purdy, 42-19 was the final score. Brock Purdy, 19 of 27, 314, 2 touchdowns. Debo Samuels backed up all that talk. Remember, Debo was talking that thing.
Yeah,
Debo said last year, y'all lucky that our quarterback got hurt because we'd have sent y'all home. But you know what? Everybody said, Debo, you just got sour grapes, blah, blah, blah. Debo said, no, I'm telling you, we watched them on tape, and their defense, especially that back end, is cheeks. And we know what cheeks are, booty cheeks. So they can be had. Debo had 3 touchdowns. Jalen Hurts, 25 of 45, 298, throwing for 1 touchdown, rushing for another. But the last 100 yards, that was junk. Because going into the fourth quarter, he had 196 yards. So the 49ers backed off, let him go up, let him go down the field.
Right.
So I'm going to disregard that last. It looks good on the stats, but he did not play particularly well. The Eagles' offense looked inconsistent. The 49ers always felt that they could beat the Eagles. It was just was Purdy was hurt last year in the championship game, and we saw what happened today. Again, the Eagles, 2 of 4 in the red zone. Guess what? The 49ers were in the red zone, 4 for 4.
4 for 4, yeah.
You see, game that could have. They think about it, Ocho. They had a 6-0 lead, which really should have been 14-0. The 49ers, as bad as they were played in the first quarter, they scored a touchdown in the second quarter, and guess what? They got the lead. And once they got that,
it was a wrap from there. Listen, the Eagles' offense didn't look to par. It didn't look like what we're used to seeing. They kept Jalen Hurts on the run. They had him uncomfortable the entire time. He wasn't allowed to set and throw. And there were multiple plays where I felt like, wait a minute. Do the 49ers defense have the goddamn Eagles game plan? Because every time he dropped back, he was scrambling and he had so much time to throw. And it was a cover sack every time, over and over. The first down, second down, third down. Even when they tried to run to try to keep everything balanced and try to keep them guessing, that wasn't working either.
No. But I thought the thing with the 49ers had a breakdown, and I'm sure Steve Wilson's going to talk to him. You got to keep him contained because if you look at it, a lot of his plays he made outside of the pocket throwing on the run. And so a mobile quarterback, you want to make him go away from his dominant hand. He's a right-handed quarterback, make him roll left.
Go to the left,
You don't let him go to his dominant hand, but you try to keep him contained. If he beats me from throwing from the pocket, I can live with those results, Ocho. I can't let a mobile quarterback get outside by time because now he stresses the defense entirely too much. But the 49ers, I've seen, look, we're 12 weeks into the regular season. Ocho, 13 weeks. Ocho, I've seen enough. No team can step on the gas like the 49ers and leave. They're like Tyreek. There are a lot of fast receivers, but none can step on the gas like Tyreek.
Tyreek can,
We've seen the Cowboys. We've seen the Cowboys play their best. We've seen the Ravens play their best. We've seen Buffalo play their best. We've seen the 49ers play their best. When the 49ers step on the gas, can't nobody see them.
Nah, not right now, especially not with the way they look today. And another thing that I think that is really, really interesting about the 49ers and that defense is how well the matchups were individually. I'm talking about the DBs, and against A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. I can't remember the DB on the other side for the 49ers. They played a good game. Outside of the underneath in the run and catch situations, everything 10 yards and more. Man,
they're challenging everything down the field.
Man, and everything. And they right there on his hip. Right there on his
Ward.
hip. As opposed to what we're used to seeing, with AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, being open. It was a different ball game tonight.
They did a great job. And when you look at what they're able to do, you look at a Debo, put the ball in his hands, he can go.
Debo
is a running back once he gets the ball in his hand. He's not the typical wide receiver.
Right.
And you look at IU, tremendous run after the catch. You look at Jennings, tremendous run after the catch. You look at Kittle, great run after the catch. You look at Christian McCaffrey, tremendous run after the catch. All the guys, but what did I tell you, Ocho? You see those jailbreak screen that hit the Debo?
Yeah.
You see IU? You see those receivers blocking downfield? That's what you got to see. That's the difference between a 10-yard play and a guy hitting his head on the goalpost.
Well, I got a question.
Yes.
How come the smoke screens and the receiver screens work for the 49ers, but the smoke screens and receiver screens don't work for the Chiefs?
Because those are big physical receivers. Debo's a physical receiver. Remember I told you, normally in the West Coast, your receivers got to block. You got to block because that's how you get long runs. That's the difference between a 20-yard run and a 50-yard touchdown run because receivers are knocking DBs off the guys down the field. Right. If you go back and look at that touchdown, I know you remember it when Garrison Hurst broke that 96-yard touchdown run in overtime. And
down
what was T.O. do? T.O. You see T.O. booking it?
Yeah.
Come on. And you see T.O. walks him all the way to the end zone.
Down. Yeah, I remember that.
That's what you got to have. You watch when those guys catch smoke screen. You look at Kittle. When they run that flip talk, you see Kittle. Kittle heads on the swivel. He looking. He said, "Come on, Debo. Come on. Yeah. Come on, Debo." That offensive line did a tremendous job. That silverback out there, Trent Williams, people ain't trying to see him. Everybody want to go to the other side. They want to go to the other side and try to get a cheap sack.
Right.
Big Trent said, "Oh, come on back over here. I need y'all to see me. Y'all need to come see me."
Right.
Listen, I've seen the Cowboys play their best. I've seen Buffalo play their best against Miami. But can't anybody step on the gas? You see what happened, Ocho? They got the ball 6 straight possessions and got Tubbs against what everybody said that was the best team in the NFL, considering they had only lost one game. They find ways to win. And that's a nice, but see, for me, I look at the front seven, I say the front seven pretty good. But that back end can be had.
You know, the back end can be had, but the front seven and the front five is so goddamn good and can apply so much pressure as opposed to when you're playing somebody outside of the 49ers who are able to match up very well as far as their all-line is concerned. So then you get exposed a little bit. And you play an offense like the 49ers that can do goddamn almost everything.
Yeah.
And this is the results that you see. But if they were playing any other team, if the Eagles were playing any other team in the NFL today, same atmosphere, same crowd, same weather, I guarantee the results would be different.
You might be right. I think the thing is, Ocho, they've got to get back. They can't run the football. They become one-dimensional. They become a pass-oriented team. Swift is not running the football. Jalen Hurts' legs is not as dangerous as they once was. They don't call as many runs because of that knee. And so their inability to run the football like they once could, teams are gearing up, says, look, we got to stop the pass. And it's normally the short pass, a lot of under routes. You see AJ, they want to get the ball in his hands and let him run. But here's the thing. You're going to play a team next week on Sunday night. The Cowboys, what do they have? An offensive line. They got an offensive line.
Yeah.
So it's going to be now, and that's a division opponent. Now, we throw everything out the window when it's a division opponent. We know the Eagles don't like the Cowboys. We know Cowboys don't like the Eagles. And we know what happened last time them two teams played, Ocho, is that the Eagles got a victory. CeeDee Lamb ended up catching the ball. They tackled him at the 2-yard line. The game ended. But the Eagles are going to have to find a way to not kick field goals once they get into the red zone, and they're going to have to do a better job holding up on the back end because CeeDee Lamb is licking it. Hey, CeeDee's another guy that can catch the ball, can run after the catch.
And he could go now.
Yeah, man.
Could go.
I like Jake Ferguson. I'm not saying he's Kittle, but he's developing swag. He's starting to feel like I belong. That's starting to trust him. So the Eagles got to be careful because think about it. Now, all of a sudden, you lose this game next week. Guess who has the number 1 seed? The 49ers. Because the 49ers beat you head-to-head. The 49ers ain't just beat the Cowboys and Eagles. They shellacked them. 42-19, 42-10.
Yeah, big time. So, big wins.
It ain't no, man, if we'd have did this, because sometimes, Ocho, you get a close ball game. Man, all we had to do is if this drop pass, if we didn't fumble this, when somebody beat you 42-10 and beat you 42-19, what you saying?
Ain't nothing you can say. Ain't nothing you can say. But listen, and the funny thing about it is not that they beat them very convincingly, and it's damn near what the playoff atmosphere is going to be like. So let's say, regards to the results, I see all of them making the playoffs. I see the Eagles making the playoffs, obviously, the 49ers and the Cowboys making it.
Yes.
Once you get to the playoffs, what can change? What can you actually change where the Eagles can compete and the Cowboys can compete and really nullify anything that the 49ers are doing?
Turnovers.
How do you approach the game?
Turnovers. Turnovers the equalizer.
Okay.
Turnovers the equalizer. Because I still believe, because the thing is that even though the Cowboys hadn't run the ball like they ran it last year with Zeke and Pollard.
Right.
They're throwing the ball better because CD is having a monster season.
Right.
Brandon Cooks is starting to come on. He's starting to catch some passes now. And so, but as far as just running it, the thing that was so scary about the 49ers, they can run it and throw it. Because C-Mac, man, C-Mac is shaking people up in the hole. I'm talking about in a phone booth, and guys can't touch it.
Yep.
And so now, guess what happens when I play action off of that? Because now you got to drop that safety down. Now I got Zeke Debo on the over route, or I got Ayuk working one-on-one. I got Jennings working on your one-on-one. I got
Kittle. Got to see Mac coming out the backfield.
Out the backfield.
Yeah.
When you can run it and throw it, you put so much pressure, added pressure on your defense. And these guys are run after the catch. You're not just bringing them down with an arm tackle. They're not satisfied with a 10 or 15-yard gain. Right. They're trying to get home.
Every time.
They're trying to get home.
Every time.
And there's something. See, I know you saw this. Dre Greenlaw and the Eagles head of security, Dom DeSandro.
I saw
they
that.
They were both ejected. Ocho, you know that. Look here, if you ain't in the game, because guys any coach. If I run to your sideline and the coach, look, if you're not trying to help me, don't touch me.
Right.
Because I'm already mad.
Right.
You know how it is, Ocho. You're already frustrated. And then you gonna touch me and you talking ish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's obviously, both of them are wrong. Both of them are wrong. You got to be able to keep it cool as a player, and also Big Dom as the head of security for the Eagles. you already know. So look, cooler heads will prevail. I mean, I'm sure they won't make that.
They did once they got to the locker room because they figured threw their ass out the game.
But listen, I think the refs, you got to understand the circumstance at the time. As I understand the ref, you got a job to do, but as a player, it's the heat of the moment. You really don't mean to do anything wrong. Same for Dom. Same for Green. How you say his last name? Yeah,
Greenlaw.
Same for Greenlaw. But listen, you're losing like that, man. At that time,
you know how it is, Ocho.
Oh yeah, listen, I know very well.
And we're gonna talk about this a little later with Ime Udoka and LeBron, because you know you on the sideline, man. Get your up out of here.
Yeah.
What you say?
Yeah.
Okay. You not in. Yeah. Hey, you not in no pass now. I tear your ass up.
Yeah. But listen, LeBron. I mean, we gonna get to it later. But you played basketball before.
Yeah.
I played basketball before. I've been at the YMCA. I played at Venice Beach. I played, all of growing up as a kid. Right. That's a part of the game.
Yeah.
Right. I've been to Rucker. I've been to Rucker Park. I done seen them, boy. That's a part of the game.
But here's the thing, though. When he talking about y'all playing like some bitches, I'm like, who? Now, you need to put some title on that with somebody. Who are you talking about? You talking about them or you talking about me?
But you can't take that personal, in that case, in that situation, understanding who you are the king. You are that boy.
Yeah.
So he's meaning as a whole. The complaining, the crying about fouls, or whatever it may be, whatever the situation may be, he doesn't literally mean it.
Yeah, hey, you need to put a title on it. Just tag somebody with that.
Put a name with it.
Yeah. Who you talking to? You talking about Austin Reed? You talking about Vando? You talking about D-Law? I mean, who you talking to? Who are you talking about? Because I'm a part of the Lakers. So if you talk about the Lakers, then you talking about BITCHs. Are you including me in it? Because I need to know. I need to get a little closer because I don't know if I heard you correctly. Because I could have sworn you said female dog and you referred to the Lakers. So let me get a little closer to make sure I heard you right now. Oh, now what you say?
Yeah. I mean, I understand. Listen, I honestly, that trash talk, that's good. That's good for the game. Even listen, remember Spike Lee and Reggie Miller? Or Spike Lee and Michael Jordan? Just having
it was Spike Lee and Scottie Pippen, when Scottie Pippen told him to sit your ass down. When he dunked on Patrick Ewing.
Oh, yeah.
But here's the thing, Ocho. You got to be careful calling a man a female dog. Because remember what I told you Thursday. Everybody don't play like you play.
You're right. But you got to understand, he doesn't mean it literally. He doesn't really mean you are a bitch. It's just the fact that y'all might be playing like some doesn't mean you actually are a bitch.
I was in the game one time and I called a dude a mofo. He's like, Sharpe, I ain't gonna be too many more mofos. I said, you that one? You don't gotta be no more, but you that one. Man, I had to come back with something quick. Hey. Okay, I ain't gonna call you no more, but you that one.
Yeah.
Take that one with you. But you're right. I mean, the NFL probably gonna, anytime you get suspended, you get thrown out of a game, that's a fine. Oh, you getting fined. And I'm sure the NFL is gonna really talk to the head of security because you definitely you can't touch it. You can't touch it. As the NFL, you got to stay above the fray.
Right.
Stay above the fray. Mm-hmm. So Ocho, we got 33,000 people watching in the live.
What, 33?
33,000. Our previous record was 24,500, and we got 33 currently.
Listen, all 33,000 of you, I love you. I love y'all so much. I want all of you to text me. I want to send you my number, 786. Make sure you call me. Get your pen, 786 235 6212. And I'm putting it out there because I love y'all and I need some friends. And I would love to hang out with y'all one day. If I travel to your city, we can get together, have dinner, and you're going to pay and I tip. I appreciate y'all supporting us and loving us. Happy holidays and all that good stuff.
See, when they start talking about all them BITCHs and all that stuff, homie, don't play that. I would say, what's really going on? What's on your mind? Because I'm gonna ask you, if there's something on your mind you want on your ass, because I can put it there for you.
I like that. Wait, let me write. Hold on. Let me write that down right there, boy. Wait, say it again.
If there's something on your mind you want on your ass.
Yeah, I got to use that with my kids.
That's what my grandpa used to tell us. Tell us that.
I'm going to use that on my kids. Because Christmas coming up and they might not get what they want. And I'm going to use that line right there.
Yeah. Is there something on your mind you want on your ass? Because I can put it there for you now. If that's what you're looking for, you can get exactly what you're looking for.
Something on your mind you want on your ass. Yeah, all right.
The Dolphins beat the Commander. I think this was a scoregami. This was a scoregami. A scoregami is a score that's never, ever happened in the NFL before. Mm-hmm. The Dolphins beat the Commanders 45-15. At one point in the third, through two quarters, midway through the second quarter, Tyreek had 3 catches, 132 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He now has 1,481 yards with 5 games to go. He needs to average 104 yards a game in order to get that 2,000. The roller coaster celebration. I like the roller coaster celebration.
Hey, that thing was loud, wasn't it?
Lock that thing in.
If they locked it, they were riding. Hey, that was a good one. That was a really good one, man. Was. Listen, Tyreek, I know you're going to see this. Man, please continue to make the game fun and entertaining. Continue to get people tuned in. Continue to get fans engaged. You don't understand how much for me, watching from the outside in as a fan of the game and a fan of entertainment, dude, I appreciate you. I love you. There are not many, honestly, there's really nobody else doing it like that right now. If you think about it. No. Because every week, if you watch a Dolphin game, you're tuning in. Even if you don't like fucking football, even if you don't like football, I'm tuning in because I want to know what Tyreek is going to do.
For sure.
He set the goal for 2,000 yards. Who knows what people might have thought? People might, it's impossible. It's never been done before. What makes them think he's going to be able to do it? He had Tua playing quarterback. What is the man doing? This is a testament to how great the young fella is, man. How great he is.
I just need him. Excuse me, y'all. I need him to have one of those. We're doing the next 3 games. I need him to have a 200-yard game. Because I want him. Because Ocho, you know what's going to happen. If let's just say for the sake of argument, he needs 100 yards.
Right.
Jalen Waddle will have 300 yards receiving. They're going to put 3 people on Tyreek. They're not going to let him break the record against them.
They didn't do it today. They didn't do it today. I didn't understand why they didn't do it today or why they didn't at least try. They didn't even try. They just said, you know what? We're going to leave him there. Whatever you get today, he going to get it. And he continued to do work early in the game. Anyway, didn't they take him out the fourth quarter?
Yeah, they did.
Take him out the fourth quarter?
Yeah. You don't want to run the risk of getting him hurt in a situation like that.
Right.
Yeah, in a situation like that. But I'm thinking, Ocho, I don't know how what you were thinking, but I was thinking like 3 catches, 132. Now I'm just trying to feed him. I'm feeding him smokes. He gonna have 13.
Anything.
He might not have but like 6 yards to catch, but he gonna get 200 in that one.
Yeah,
because he's already at 132 with 3 catches. So now I got to feed him. I got to feed him.
That's crazy. You know the schedule. You know the next few games.
Give me the next
because
I know they got Buffalo. I know they got they got Buffalo. They got the Cowboys.
Okay, Cowboys. He gonna eat.
Yeah,
because they're not changing. They're not changing. They're not scheming for no one person.
No, you can't play him. You can't play him man up. I don't know what Washington was thinking. They don't have the kind of DBs.
They're not gonna change though. They're not gonna change. They're not gonna change. You know what? Oh, you know what? We're gonna stop. We're gonna change and stop doing what we normally do. Just because we playing the Miami Dolphins and Tyreek Hill. Nah, some defensive coordinators are stubborn.
Yeah, see, they got the Titans, the Jets, the Cowboys, the Ravens, and the Bills, right? Yeah, what? They got Titans, Jets, Cowboys, Ravens, Bills.
Titans, Jets,
Cowboys.
Man, he getting 1,000. He
2,000.
He got 2,000. He getting 2,000. He definitely getting it. That Titans game. That Titans game.
Yeah.
Man, stop playing.
And he gonna get some opportunity. He gonna get some opportunities against the Jets because their offense is so inept. He's gonna get a lot of opportunities.
He's gonna be on the field a lot.
Yes. They're gonna be on the field a lot. Yes. So congratulations to the Dolphins, 45-14 winners over the Commanders. Whoo, Commanders, y'all got to do better than what y'all might need to change y'all name again.
Hey, you think they're gonna fire Mr. Rivera?
Oh, there he gone.
Yeah,
and
it's only his 3rd year though.
He gone. That's new ownership. Josh Harris did not hire Ron Rivera.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get my people in there.
Right. Well, who would his people be anyway?
Anybody other than Ron Rivera. I don't know who. I don't know. That? No, I'm just telling you because look, that man spent $6 billion. Ooh. You know how much? $6 billion.
Yeah,
$6 billion.
I Dan Snyder. I can't even fathom.
If I'm not mistaken, he brought Dan Snyder purchased the Washington. They weren't the Commanders at the time. We know the name that they were for about $800 million from the estate of Jack Kent Cooke.
Wait, only $800 million
in 1999.
Look at me talk about only. My bad.
But I'm saying so. $6 billion.
Right. That's crazy.
Yeah. So
can imagine if you had the money to get you an NFL team, man?
Man,
Ocho. No, imagine if we because we
got a pool. Yeah. There, I think there's only a handful of people that I'm talking about a real percentage. I mean, because you're probably going to have. I mean, there are guys like a Jay-Z, a Robert Smith, who I think is the wealthiest Black billionaire, a Oprah, a Michael. You know, guys, people like that. Magic was able to get get in on it, but I mean, for me, it would be amazing. I want to see the day that Magic's in there. Magic gives us hope. Magic gives us hope for NFL. Michael gave us hope for an NBA team. Magic gave us hope for MLB. So now we see people of my color that looks like me, that played a professional sport, that has an opportunity, that's a minority owner.
Right.
LeBron is looking at it. LeBron wants that team in Vegas.
Right.
When
he gonna get it. He gonna get it.
He wants to be a majority. He wants to be, but I mean, considering what NBA franchise is going for, what happened was when Donald Sterling had to sell the Clippers, because prior to that, no team had ever gone for over $600 million.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken, Vivek, didn't he buy I think he brought the Sacramento Kings for $550.
Right.
Then he comes out and he played in a Ballmer, Steve Ballmer, plays $2.2 billion, which is 4 times what the highest franchise had ever been sold for.
Right.
So now you see where the NBA prices are going. You see what Michael brought. I think Michael brought the Bobcats, the Hornets for maybe $300-400 million. And I think he just sold for $3.5 billion. You see, Mark Cuban purchased the Mavericks for $200 million. Just sold a large share of them for $3.5 billion.
Wait, he purchased the goddamn Mavericks for $200 million?
$200 million. But 200 million.
I'm talking about he personally, like I got 200 million just sitting around, like I could go purchase some goddamn body.
Ain't a whole lot of people got that kind of money. Nah, I mean, if you got that kind of, money. I mean, now there are guys that got billions and can have $2 billion in escrow in a matter of hours, a day.
Yeah.
But that's a great thing, and I'm happy for Magic, minority owner in the Dodgers, minority owner in the Commanders. And any
owner of the Sparks too, like minority owner with Sparks.
He might be. I think he sold. I think he sold it. He was in the Lakers, but I think he sold that. But he sold a lot of his holdings in like Starbucks and stuff to be able to purchase shares into the Dodgers and the Washington football team. The Broncos lose today, 22-17. They come up short. Jimmy Ward intercepted Russ pass in the end zone with 9 seconds to play. Derek Stingley Jr. picked off 2 more passes. Russ finished 15 of 26, 186, a touchdown, and 3 interceptions. And what had really helped the Broncos spring back, Russ was playing clean games. The Broncos are not good enough as a team to overcome those types of mistakes.
Right.
Maybe you could overcome 1, but you can't overcome 3. And that's what happened today. Russ tried to force some throws. And Stingley made great plays on a couple of them, and they lose the ball game. C.J. Stroud was 16 of 27, 274, and a touchdown. The Broncos, what do you take away from Broncos? And we'll get to the Texans.
I mean, you think about it, Russ has been cooking the past 5 games. And what I think Sean Payton has done is Russ didn't even have any games in those 5 that they did win where he threw over 200-some yards.
Right.
Everything was dink and dunk. You know what? Make sure you keep us in the game and allow the defense to take over and win it for us. You just keep us in position and we going to be all right.
Right.
This game, we're going to let him off the leash a little bit. Yeah. And what happens when they let him off the leash a little bit?
Yeah.
You get the turnovers. Obviously, there was some good play from guys that also get paid millions of dollars on the other side of the ball. You know, and it just didn't go the way it would. But it's not a bad thing because you did win 5 in a row.
Yes.
But you got next week. You come right back. You fix what you need to fix. And hey.
You could have been sitting really pretty. You could have been 7. You could have been 7. You could have been what? 7-5. You could have been 7-5. And now you're 1 game behind the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that somebody would be right that close to the Chiefs? Because the Chiefs normally run away with the division.
With everything, not right now.
And so you'd have been right there. C.J. Stroud, 16 of 27, 274 and a touchdown. What'd you like about C.J.'s game?
Man, C.J. is the real deal, man. He continuous week in and week out, acting like he's been here before. I've never seen a rookie play this poised, be that relaxed, being able to make the reads and adjustments and being able to process the game at such a fast rate like he's doing. Nico Collins, man.
I think he's out. No, that's Tank Dell. Tank Dell, I think that was
Tank, man. Tank Dell, man, he broke his fibula, man. That's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. But listen, the way Nico Collins is playing, Nico will be able to pick up that slack for C.J. Stroud so they continue to wreak havoc week in and week out.
You know what? Look, I think Mike McDaniel is going to get a lot of votes for Coach of the Year. But right now, the Houston coach.
Yeah. Mr. Ryans.
Yeah, DeMeco.
Yeah.
DeMeco got to get it, man.
Yeah.
This team, how many games did they win last year? 2? They won 2 games last year?
They won 2 or 3.
I think they won 2 games last year. How many games did they win last year, Ash? And the way they're playing, Ocho, they're in every game. And a lot of times they go in these games, you're like, I think the Texans going to win. He doesn't coach like a first-year coach.
Right.
He does, and C.J. Stroud definitely doesn't play like a rookie quarterback.
At all.
They were 3-13-1 last year.
Woo.
And they've already doubled that. How many games? They won 6 games, right?
I think 7.
7. I know they're right there on the Jags heel. They're nipping on the Jags heel. They're 7-5. 7-5.
He definitely be coach of the year. Most definitely. Yeah. But Mike McDaniels is also someone who is also, deserving of it. But what DeMeco has been able to do with the Texans in such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
And what I like to say, sometimes, they give us, I don't want to say it the wrong way. They give us the hard jobs.
Yes.
You get where I'm going.
Yes.
I'm going.
Yes. You ain't getting Big Ben. You ain't getting Rodgers. You're not getting Mahomes. You're not getting those guys.
Okay. You see where I'm going.
They send you to the Jets. They send Herm Edwards to the Jets. They send you to teams that don't have quality quarterbacks. And when it doesn't go well, they say, "Oh well, you didn't turn it around."
You out of there.
Yeah, I know exactly where you go.
Okay.
Tony Big Buck Buchanan. How you feel about the Falcons-Jet game? And if Falcons win the NFC South, do you give us a chance to win a playoff game? I don't know about winning a playoff game, but I think you definitely have a chance to win that division because that division is not very strong. The Falcons sit atop that division at 6-6, followed by the Bucks at 5-7, New Orleans at 5-7, and Carolina obviously pulling up the rear at 1-11. But yes, first of all, that game shouldn't have been close because at the end of the game, that was a fumble. That was an empty hand, and they blew the whistle. The league has already told them, let the play go because we're gonna review all scoring plays. We review all turnovers. So there was no reason for you to blow the whistle. Just like in the Kansas City Green Bay game. What did they do, Ocho? They let him score the touchdown. We go to the booth.
Bring it back.
But you blow the whistle. Well, at the further review, the quarterback had an empty hand coming forward. It was a fumble recovered by the Falcons. But you robbed him of a touchdown.
Right.
And the NFL has already said, let the play go. We can always come back. We got all turnover plays are reviewed. So, yeah, but the Falcons, man, them Jets, I told you, Ocho.
No, I know. You didn't tell me. I told you. Listen, there was nothing. There was nobody. There is no magical answer. There's nothing we can do. Aaron Rodgers talk about he coming back. Coming back to do what?
Nothing.
Coming back to do what?
He talking.
Listen, I love my Jets. I'm talking about my Jets. Listen, I'm a part of every goddamn team. I don't care what
you are.
Listen, I love my Jets. I love my Jets. I fucking love Zach Wilson. I'm going to stand on business about Zach. There's nothing you can put back there at the quarterback position. Jesus himself could come down and play quarterback for the Jets. The results for the game today would still be the same. There is work that needs to be done. There's work that needs to be done internally, and it starts from the top and it works its way down. Rabbi Salah, you can't blame the coach. You definitely can't blame the coach at all. But listen, there's a lot of work that needs to be done over there in New York, and they got to get to the bottom of it. And I don't like the fact that they making Zach Wilson the scapegoat. No, they shouldn't. There's so many other areas that need to be fixed and addressed, and then you go from there.
Well, this is an organizational problem because here's the problem that they have. They've missed on 2 franchise quarterbacks in the span of about 5 years.
Wait, who did they pass up?
They drafted Sam Darnold, number 3 overall, and he didn't work out.
Yeah, but he was great at USC though.
Well, so was great at it was great at BYU. And we just talked about this on Thursday. Just because you're great in college doesn't mean you're going to be great in the NFL.
Wait a minute. Stay with me now. Now, listen, I told you the best thing for a quarterback, especially when you're young, is coming to a situation that is perfect for you. We have a supporting cast. I don't care who you are. There's 32 teams in the NFL. If a quarterback is only as good as his supporting cast unless you are superior, and the only superior quarterback in the NFL right now that is leaps and bounds ahead of everybody else, that is Patrick Mahomes. And right now, because he doesn't have a great supporting cast around him, he doesn't even look like Superman right now.
But here's
the
thing.
Imagine other teams. Look what's happening to Bryce Young. Another 2 years, they're gonna be saying Bryce Young is a problem when it's not his fault.
Ocho, but the problem is that normally when you go to a team that's so high, you're devoid of talent. That's why you're picking number 1 overall. That's why you're picking 2. That's why you're picking 3.
That's unfair, especially for the quarterbacks that get drafted early.
Yes. And so what you try to do is that you have a situation where you get the quarterback, and now you've got a few quality vet because they're young at every position. The quarterback's young. You look at the wide receivers, they're young. And so there's no veteran wide receivers. Right. So now you're coming in and you're like, man, we got to start from scratch. But If you don't, but that's really the only position that sets you back 3 years. You can miss at a linebacker, you can miss at a DB, you can miss at any position, and it really won't set you back like it does if you're doomed.
But you understand how difficult it is to find a quality quarterback.
Yes.
You know how difficult it is for a goddamn CJ Stroud to come along and act like he already been playing for goddamn 10 years. You just plug in and he just go.
Ocho.
Difficult.
That's why you don't hear me throw the word around elite.
Yeah, right.
That's why. Because the very reason what you said, do you understand?
Right.
Because you can have a game, you can have a stretch, but to do that over and over and
consistently,
over, year in and year out,
consistency is difficult.
Yeah, man. The 5 picks after Darnold have all been to the Pro Bowl. So Sam Darnold went number 3. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowl. Bradley Chubb, Pro Bowl. Quentin Nelson, Pro Bowl. Josh Allen, Pro Bowl. Raekwon Smith, Pro Bowl.
Wait. Oh, Baltimore Raekwon Smith?
Yeah.
He went to the Bears first.
He went to the Bears first. He's been a Pro Bowler.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, them boys was good. Everybody you name is the real deal.
Mm-hmm. And Chubb just got traded to Miami because the Broncos like, well, we're not going anywhere. Let's see if we can parlay
shit. Bradley Chubb.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the Broncos. Yeah. Zach Wilson went number 2 to the Jets. Trey Lance went number 3. Kyle Pitts went number 4. Went for 1,000 yards, went to the Pro Bowl his first year. Jamar Chase is going to the Pro Bowl. Penei Sewell going to the Pro Bowl. Pat Surtain going to the Pro Bowl. Micah Parsons has gone to many Pro Bowls and has been an All-Pro every year he's been in the league. Mm-hmm. But Ocho, you miss on that quarterback. There's so much emphasis on him because he's your structural foundation.
Right.
I don't care how much marble, I don't care how much mahogany and piano wood you got in your house. Without that foundation of the quarterback,
ain't gonna work.
It ain't gonna work. Ocho, I told you something. I told you Friday. I told you Thursday. I said, Ocho, if Alabama beat Georgia, they go into the college football playoff. Now, I told you, I said, Ocho, if I tell you a duck smokes cigarettes, you grab him and check under his wing. He got to pack up under there.
Hey, I'm so glad we on this right now because you got to give me a better understanding of how in the hell Florida State go undefeated and don't make the playoffs.
Because I told
somebody asked me, right? And the first thing I said, you know what? I don't even have to watch college football like that to understand the 4 teams that they pick, they choose to go. Follow the money. Yeah. Follow the money. Just follow the money. Outside of that, that is the bottom line. Come hell or high water behind all things. And then they're going to talk. Stop thinking with your emotions. Stop thinking because you're a fan of that team or that's, you have allegiance to them. That's your alma mater. Follow the money. That's what the committee is doing.
Ocho, the thing is that I don't know what people thinking. Right. So you mean to tell me you thought the committee was going to leave 2 12-1 SEC teams out of the college football playoffs? Is that what you thought? The toughest conference in the country.
Right.
Year in and year out. Right. And you got 2 12-1 teams and you're going to leave both of them at home. I told you, and I was trying to explain to people, and I said it on ESPN on First Take. I said, with their quarterback being injured, and you on your second and third quarterback, I said the committee gonna hold that against them. I said if Alabama beats Georgia, they're going to the college football playoff.
So
that's Bama. That's
Georgia. If Georgia beat Alabama, then you think Florida State would have been in?
Florida State would have been in because now you take Georgia, you take Michigan, you take UW, and you take Florida State because nobody else has no compelling argument. But Georgia just beat the number 1 team in the country. They've won 11 straight games. So, and you look at Florida State struggled again.
Louisville. They struggled against Louisville.
They didn't need to beat them 40-0.
Do they take into account strength of schedule? Does all that even matter, or is it just about?
Yes.
So Alabama from the homework I did, Alabama had the 5th strongest schedule this year.
Yes.
So they're in, even though they have a loss, and the fact that they just beat Georgia.
They beat Georgia. They beat the number one. They beat the 29 team that hadn't lost in 2.5 years. They beat that team.
Okay.
And I knew. Look, I like Kirby, but they were talking about Kirby is the best. No, Kirby's not. Kirby has had the best talent over the last 2 years.
Right.
Because you mean to tell me if Coach Saban would have had that talent, he wouldn't have won the national championship?
Right.
I love Kirby. I like Kirby a lot. I don't love him. I like him a lot. And I think he's a fabulous coach. And he cut his teeth under Coach Saban.
Right.
But St. Nick is where it's at. There's never been a coach in college football that was better than St. Nick. And I'm talking, and I'm old enough to remember Coach Bryant. Yeah. I'm old enough to remember a lot of them. Not him. Dr. Tom Osborne, when he won all of his championships in the 90s, and when he had that Nebraska team in the 80s, when they were the old Big Eight. I don't know if you remember the old Big Eight conference.
Wait, not Tommy Frazier.
They had Tommy Frazier and rest nutcase Lawrence Phillips. They were low. They were man. They averaged like 400 yards rushing the game.
Ooh, with that option,
they just bludgeon people.
Yeah,
they just beat people down.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That my next question goes. Well, now you have we all know the 4 teams that are in there.
Michigan's 1, Washington's 2, Texas is 3, Alabama is 4. So Michigan plays Alabama, Washington plays Texas.
So you tell me how it's going to play out. What you think?
Look, did you hear?
For everybody that's watching, if you're gambling, if you're a gambling man, or you're a gambling woman, you listen to Unc and bet your house on what Unc tell you.
This is what I do know. When it was announced, because they announced the first 3 teams first.
Right.
Michigan, Washington, Texas. And who will face Michigan in the 4th spot? When they unveiled it was Alabama. Did you hear the size that came over Michigan's locker room? They thought they was going to get Florida State and a second or a third team quarterback.
Right. And make it easy to get to the national championship, huh?
You're going to have to play.
Yeah.
You're going to have to play. Because that's one thing about St. Nick. He going to have them ready.
How do they match up, though? How do the Wolverines match up?
Michigan is a physical team. They try to bludgeon people. I can only remember only a handful of teams since he's gone back to Alabama that beat him running the football. You normally beat him with a quarterback.
Yeah.
It's a Cam Newton. It's a Johnny Manziel. Zeke ran him off the field, but Cordell Jones had some timely throws. Normally, if you beat him, even when they lost in the Sugar Bowl that night to Trevor Knight, he threw for 300 plus yards. Normally, in order to beat an Alabama defense, you have to throw the football.
So, I mean, is Michigan capable of actually throwing the ball up and down the field like that?
Michigan pride themselves, says, you know what? We tougher than you are.
We gonna bully you?
That's what they believe. That's a Jim Harbaugh's philosophy. If you watched it when he coached the 49ers, you see how they play. They're suffocating with Vic Fangio, a suffocating defense, and Colin Kaepernick and Frank Gore and that crew running the football.
Right. I mean, you can do that if you have the personnel to do so. But we talk about Alabama. They got them hogs. They got them hogs up front now.
You know it. And Jalen Monroe has gotten better. And remember now, he was benched.
Yeah.
He was benched.
He was.
And he got the job back, and he hasn't looked back. And so guys make him boned. Isaiah Bone. The guys are making plays for him.
Yeah.
That defense played outstanding yesterday, but Jalen Monroe, his legs is what got him, because they could not give the ball back to Georgia. And he gets outside, he goes for 30, he stays in bounds, and then he gets a first down. The guy punches the ball out. The ball comes out, but he lands on it. They run the clock out. So it's going to be, I like this matchup. I'm not surprised of the 4 teams that made it.
Right.
Texas, I love Sark. Sark is unbelievable. It's going to be a great game.
Yeah.
But I think the game that people are kind of circling, excuse me, is when you got 3 blue bloods, Texas, Alabama, and Michigan. Those you don't get any bluer than that.
Right.
You don't get any bluer than that. Washington is the outlier. But man, this is a great matchup. The 2 programs. I think Michigan is the winningest program in NCAA history as far in terms of football. I think Alabama is probably like 3 or 4. Texas, the burnt orange is back in business.
Yeah.
Sark got him. And where did he go? Went to Coach Saban, rehabilitated himself, got a job, very deserving of the job at UT, turned that program completely around because they come to the SEC next year. Texas, Oklahoma. Now, and everybody talking about, they're going to 12. So now you're going to have 5 teams from the SEC. And you're going to have 4 teams in the SEC from the SEC in the college football playoff.
Right.
And you're going to have 2 or 3 from the Big Ten. So now you're going to be mad all over again because you're going to have 5, 6, 7 teams from 2 conferences in the college football playoff. And now you're mad. You get lip stuck out. Man, that ain't fair. But what you want to do?
That's crazy. With strength of schedule, are the head coaches in charge of who you pick to play, or is that done by somebody else separately? You should purposely. I mean, this is
you got to play X amount of SEC games, right? You got to play X amount of those.
But I would want my schedule to be a little bit more difficult. So when the time comes, the committee can't use strength of schedule as a reason for me not making.
No, you don't. Man, I ain't taking no chances. Man, you think I'm finna go out there? If you think I'm some team in the Big Ten, I'm gonna play Alabama or I'm gonna play Georgia. You out your damn mind, Ocho?
No,
you damn no.
Shit. Yeah, my boys would be ready.
Now, they got guess who got the toughest strength of schedule? Such and such, but they got 3 losses. What that's gonna get you? You see, Alabama couldn't make it last year with 2 losses.
Is your goddamn Florida State was goddamn undefeated, and look what they use the strength of schedule as a goddamn reason why they not in there.
Yeah,
I mean that's bull. And then they're gonna say, well, their quarterback ain't there. They down to their 3rd string quarterback. What does that have to do with the matter of the fact that they are undefeated? What's the purpose of going undefeated if you're not rewarded?
It was such a bad break, and I feel bad for Florida State. Yeah. But I'm not surprised by the outcome of the committee taking Alabama. Right. Those 3 because at the end of the day,
follow the money. If you saw the Wolf of Wall Street, just follow the money.
Yeah, because Alabama gonna bring them out. Who wins the national championship? The chat says 39% says Bama, 30% says Michigan, 16 and Texas and Washington both get 16%. So that just goes to show you that a lot of people still believe that Alabama is Alabama.
So they count out UW. Don't count out Penix Jr. now. Penix Jr. the real deal back there.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's gonna be. I mean, but Texas might have the most balanced team, both offensively and defensively. Because Ewers can throw the football. They got some great receivers, a wide running back can run the football. Their defense is solid. So from an overall standpoint, they're probably the most balanced, the most complete team.
Right.
But Michigan, I mean, it's gonna be. People want to see Michigan and Alabama. They don't get an opportunity to lock horns much.
That'd be a good one.
So that's going to be a good one. We kind of touched on this earlier. Ocho, Ime Udoka calls LeBron. He said, stop crying like bitchs, man. Yeah. LeBron, we're all grown men. That B word ain't cool. Ime, soft ass boy. Stop bitch, acting like you going to do something.
Walking over here like you going to do something. See, well, maybe Mr. Ime want to smoke. Ime Udoka. Maybe he want to smoke.
Okay, you get your ass tore up, coach. Get your ass tore up. Man, don't be play. Look here. If you ain't got the pants on, you ain't got no jersey on, and you talking sideways.
Yeah, I mean that's a good thing. Listen, the Rocket players. The Rocket player, you see your coach talking trash to the king like that. You know what that do for the morale of the team? Oh shit, we finna play for this.
Oh man, coach got tore up. I
almost said the N-word.
Hey, man, coach got tore up.
Hey, but listen, I mean, it give you, especially when you dealing with young kids, man, and they see you, moving and operating like that in that type of manner. Oh, say, hey, coach is really with that. He with the shits. Shit,
yeah, LeBron,
that's somebody we go out there and play for.
But see, the thing is with Bron is that Bron is like, he just like want to get along. Yeah. Bron just all about love and all about peace. He said, man, bro, just don't use that word loosely. LeBron is trying to reason with him.
Right.
But okay.
I'm
gonna say, okay, Ime.
Coach,
you know what I'm
trying to win the game. Coach trying to win the game.
I'm gonna say, okay, Ime. Now you keep being like the cabbage, all head, no ass. Okay, you gonna find out. You go, okay now. You better stop. Okay.
Hold on. I gotta write that one down.
Okay.
Trying to be like the cabbage. All head and no ass.
Okay.
Yeah, you think I'm stealing some of these? I'm gonna use that one. I'm gonna use that one with real.
Man, people done got the way to get reckless, Ocho.
Right. But
like I said, I don't know how the locker room, but I came up in the 90s.
Yeah.
Another grown man wasn't finna talk to no grown man like that.
Right.
Because everybody don't play. Everybody know how you talk to somebody.
Right.
You can't talk to everybody like that, man.
Right.
You just can't.
And just it's different. I'm thinking of just playing on the park, man, playing ball, YMCA parks, traveling. Like I said, being at Venice Beach, being at the YMCA, just pick up ball growing up. That's the way maybe it's where I'm from. Listen, you understand it's trash talk from 8 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night, and anything that has to do with anything competitive, no matter what. It doesn't matter whether it's spades, basketball, football, soccer. If you're fighting and every punch, you saying the word bitch. Every punch. You talk. It just is a part of it. So it's really hard for me to understand why the word even bothers you that much when you're really not a bitch anyway.
Hey.
You're not soft anyway, but it just comes with the territory.
Okay. You see a BITCH slapping. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
If you see one slapping.
Right.
Okay, now.
I understand.
But here's the thing. When a man tell you to stop playing, if a man tell you don't call me that again, let that go, bro.
Yeah.
Let that go.
Right.
Let that go. Just like, hey, I get it. And he gonna talk about what you gonna do. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now you tough. Okay, now you tough.
Right.
When you was in a basketball uniform, you never said that. You never said because LeBron played against it. You never said none of this. Now you on the sidelines, you gonna get tough.
Yeah.
Hey, unless you got Kevlar on, suits don't make you tough unless you got Kevlar.
Yeah. Teflon.
Man, see, LeBron could have hit it with the low blow and it ended all talk, but he said, you know what, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna see what I'm saying. You see?
Yeah, don't do it.
Because see, like me, they talk about when they go low, we go high. No, we don't. When you go low, I go to the basement. I'm going lower than you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I go to hell if I have to. That's how low I'm willing to go.
Yeah.
Man.
I like it though. I'm putting myself in the shoes of the players that play for the Rockets. Man, you see our head coach? Yeah, he's out that.
He got Bron tore his ass up. I don't know why he was talking reckless to the king like that.
Man, listen, I understand. Everybody respects LeBron for all his accomplishments.
No, they don't. Not to talk to him reckless like that.
I know, but you're not understanding what that would do for the team, though. Yeah, you got to understand and see where I'm coming from.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, look, if I'm on that team, I got to back up. I mean, my coach writing checks, but I got the cashing.
Right.
I ain't got no problem because I played in Baltimore and Brian always wrote checks that we had the cash. Right. Now, okay, fine. I ain't got no problem. I don't got no problem with talking. Like I said, I just needed to know how we gonna play the game, Ocho. Are we snap the whistle when they blow the whistle? We done, or we snap till after the whistle till they break us up. However you want to do it,
you ready? You with it? Either way.
And I'm gonna give it to you shipping and handling. Because I'm going to make sure you get it back. Because I don't want no question. Man, I ain't get what was due to me. You're going to get it back. I'm going to get you back.
Yeah.
I'm going to get your ass back. Oh, yeah, for sure. Because I can make everything look just like a player in the game. A block, a cut block you. I get you. And then, man, keep on. Okay.
Yeah.
You over there bumping them gums. Now you talking about stop cutting. No, stop running your mouth.
I couldn't do that. That's too much. That's too much energy wasted. I needed all my energy.
And if I don't get you, I'm gonna get your teammate. Hey man, hey, your boy running his mouth. Told him to shut up. You his teammate. So hey, if I don't get him, I get you.
Next man up.
If I don't get him, I'm gonna get your team.
Right.
So that is what it is. That's fine. Fan question. Cleveland squad asked. So with Purdy winning today, is he now in the lead for the MVP? What's Purdy numbers? I think Dak got great numbers. And I think the Cowboys are going to have a record good enough that will vindicate Dak and says if he gets the MVP and they lost 3 games already, so they go 14-3, they go 13-4. He's gonna have a good enough record, and his numbers are gonna be good enough that if he won the award, you can't argue with it.
I think Dak is
Purdy is 23-6. Dak is what, 26-6? Dak is 26-6. What's Lamar's number? Lamar's 13-5. It's gonna be hard because at the end of the day, Ocho, this is people are like, oh man, he winning. But bro, you gotta have stats to go along with those winning. You look at Purdy's numbers, you look at Dak's numbers. Dak has the same record as Lamar. And Purdy has the same record team-wise as Lamar. But Purdy has 10 more touchdowns. Dak has 13 more touchdowns. How you gonna get an MVP if they have the same record? How you gonna get MVP to Lamar?
Yeah,
with Purdy with those numbers, with Dak with those numbers.
Yeah,
Jalen, what's Jalen Hurts' numbers? Jalen has 19 and 10. Yeah. What's who else has the big time numbers? Josh
Allen leading the NFL.
I think Josh has he has like 29, 30 touchdowns total.
Yeah.
24 and 13. Yeah, but I think the interception and the turnovers is going to cost him. Yeah, so right now for me, Purdy, Dak, and Lamar. But here's the thing though, Ocho. Check this out. Considering Purdy team beat Dallas, Purdy team beat the Eagles. Purdy had 7, 8 touchdowns. A clean game against both of them. I think in the voters' eyes, they're looking at Purdy right now in the catbird seat.
Right.
Because Purdy, Dak. I think right now Purdy, Dak, Purdy. I think that's kind of where the voters are leaning.
I think what's going to happen is there's a gauntlet. There's a gauntlet of games coming up that are very difficult for the Cowboys. A gauntlet of games that are going to tell us who the real Cowboys are and what we're to expect the Eagles, from the Cowboys.
They got the Bills, and they got the Dolphins.
In the Dolphins. So that gauntlet of games right there will be the test of time for the Cowboys. And I think if they can win 2 of those 3, you might as well goddamn book it. Dak is walking away with that goddamn MVP trophy.
Tua is 24 and 10. I think Tua probably has 3,000 yards.
Wait,
Purdy probably won't have the 4,000 yards like a Dak.
No.
But that touchdown to interception ratio, Dak right now is 26-6. Purdy is 23-6. Lamar is 13-5. Hurts is 19-10. But Hurts probably has another 10 rushing touchdowns, doesn't he? Allen is 24-13. CJ Stroud is 20-5. Tua 24-10.
Impressive.
But you know what? It's going to be a situation where it probably comes down to the last day. Because Dak has done a great job over the last 3 weeks of taking care of the football. Jalen Hurts has 12 rushing touchdowns. So he's 31 touchdowns. How many fumbles? So he has 10 interceptions. 5 fumbles?
Just like music.
Man, a rookie got 20 touchdowns with 5 picks.
That's crazy.
Wow. With 5 games to go.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Doing work.
Oh, he is. And it's not a situation where they're just like, oh, we're going to let you throw the ball on 3rd down. No. He throw the ball on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd and short, 3rd and long. They put the ball in his hand and say, go make plays, son. But this MVP race is going to come down to the end. It's going to come down to just like so right now, Hurts has 29 touchdowns and 14 turnovers, 10 picks, 4 fumbles.
Damn. It don't seem like he got 10 picks though.
Yeah. 31 touchdowns. Oh, 19-12. My bad. Damn. I was looking at the 19-10. He has 31 total touchdowns with 14 turnovers. Does Purdy have any rushing touchdowns? Let's get Purdy's numbers and Dak numbers.
I'm telling you right now.
Who you like? Dak, who you like for if you got to pick one right now?
I like Dak. I like Dak. Everybody else continues to get their praise. I want to see Dak, get that goddamn monkey off his back. Get that monkey off your back, man.
Excuse me.
Go win your MVP. Go into the playoffs, pass the first round, and get them people off your back, man.
You do know you win an MVP. You heighten the expectations. You know how that works, Ocho. Yeah.
Well, listen, he played for the goddamn Dallas Cowboys, so the goddamn expectations been out the goddamn roof regardless.
Okay, they're out the roof. Now they're about to go out of the world. They got to go out of the stratosphere. Because now you play for the Cowboys and you got an MVP, which signifies you had the best season in a calendar season, in a football season.
Yeah. That's fine.
I believe, considering what he's gone through in his adult life, the tragic passing of his mom, the untimely demise of his brother, he built.
Yeah,
he built for that.
Most definitely.
He built for it. He built for that.
Most definitely.
We'll get back to those numbers. We got a couple of questions. The real K Love asked, how y'all feel about Puka? Oh, Puka did it. Oh, Puka was pooking on him today.
Puka Nuka?
Puka pooped on him.
Puka. Man.
Yeah, Puka Nakua. He pooped on the Browns.
Puka Nakua is a real deal, man.
Yeah,
Puka Nakua is a real deal. And this is one of the things about being a part of that McVay offense, man. Once they scheme up the plays for you to get the ball and understand that you are savvy enough to be able to win in situations and line you up in multiple positions, this is what you get. This is what you get. Cooper Kupp, Puka Nakua.
But let me ask you a question.
Like sliced bread.
If I got Puka Nakua on a rookie contract, do I really need to pay Cooper Kupp 17, 15, 16 million a year?
So what you think they're going to do? They're going to make a business decision next year?
Yeah, I would ask them to take a pay cut or I'm going to have to move on.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they go. I mean, that's Cooper Kupp, man.
They're going to be over the cap by big number. Big number.
What would they ask Aaron Donald to take a pay cut?
I'm sure, yeah. Dak has 28 total touchdowns, only 6 turnovers. Which is so
phenomenal as opposed to last year.
I think they're right here. They're right now. Purdy got 25 total touchdowns, 7 total. They right here.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that got Purdy head to head, he blasted Dak and he blasted Jalen.
Jalen, yeah.
But if you say Dak, if the voter was the day and Dak won it, I wouldn't even be mad at you.
Nah.
I wouldn't even be mad at you.
I mean, you shouldn't be mad.
Purdy has 8 total turnovers. Yeah.
I done told you ahead of time you're gonna win it.
I wouldn't even be mad at you. I would not be mad at you. The Cowboys have the Eagles. Who do the 49ers play next week, Ash? Jalen Hurts has 31 total touchdowns, 14 turnovers. Allen is right up there also. Allen has a bunch of touchdowns also.
Yeah. I thought Josh Allen was leading the NFL in touchdowns.
He was, but he's on a bye. And had a rush touchdown and a pass touchdown. No,
Dak passed him up.
Hurts.
Oh, okay.
Hurts.
Okay.
So,
who the Eagles got?
49ers play the Seahawks next week. They got the Seahawks. Now, remember, they went to Seattle and put that thump on them on a Thursday night about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Here's the 49ers schedule. Seahawks. Cardinals.
Ooh.
Ravens. Commanders. Rams.
They can go that last 5. They could.
So we're gonna find.
They could go 4-1.
Yeah, 4-1, 5-0.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they're gonna give everybody because they look. They're as balanced as you're gonna find in the National Football League. They can run it. They can throw it. They do a great job of protecting the quarterback, and they do a great job of protecting the football.
Right.
So they're gonna be a tough out for anyone, no matter where you play them at. I think the Ravens go to San Fran, don't they? Or do San Fran's come east? It's in San Fran.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good one.
That's gonna be a good one.
That's gonna be a good one.
The Nathan High Voltage 52 says, I'm an objective Cowboy fan. That's a lie. There's no objectivity with a Cowboy fan. But you ask the question and we're going to answer. I've never said this. This is our year. Being a Cowboy fan is like being a parent of a bad child, hoping they get better with age. But I couldn't wait to know what I was going to say about my Cowboys after a loss. I'm glad you know. I'm glad you know. Because, you know, when you got a bad kid, they blame everybody. It's the teacher. They ain't teaching my son. They pick on my son. He get on the bus, he pulling people hair, and he doing all this stuff. That bus driver don't like my son. That's what it is. I know. He think he's slick. And my son, my kid good. No. If your kid bad at home, what the hell you think your kid gonna be when he take his ass to school? If he ain't listening to you, if he ain't listening to you, you think he gonna listen to somebody that's not you? But Nathan High Voltage, thanks for your question, bro. I don't know if there's such thing as that seems oxymoronic to say objective and Cowboy fan. It's like saying Quiet Riot or Jumbo Shrimp. They don't, how you be Jumbo and a shrimp? Shrimp by nature is miniature, and then Jumbo is big, so you can't have Jumbo miniature, and you can't have objective Cowboy fans. But appreciate it, Nathan High Voltage 52 for your question. Rob Schneider asked, I don't think that's the one that you're thinking of, Ocho. What team in your guys' playing days did you want to see on Sunday because you knew they had some hitters and it was going to be a physical game? Shout out to the Niners.
So what team you wanted to see?
Yeah, I want to see any of them. I mean, look, there are certain teams that there were finesse teams, and you know some you had to buckle that thing up.
Yeah.
We played Kansas City. We know Kansas City. Yeah. Kansas City were coming back because back in the 90s, they were a defensive-based team.
Yeah.
I don't want people to think that what you see today's Kansas City, they weren't like that.
Nah.
They had heavyweight. They had DT, Neil Thomas, Joe Phillips, Dan Salamua. They had thumpers. They had Deron Cherry. They had Martin Blayless. They had Kevin Ross. They had Albert Lewis. They had Dale Carter. They had James Hasty. They had thumpers. They had head busters on that side.
Yeah.
So you knew, and they were going to cheap shot you.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, you had to keep your head on the swivel.
Yeah.
And so every chance you get, hey, they try to send one of yours out the game, you try to send one of those to the emergency room.
Game.
Hey, it is what it is.
It is. I think for me, the NFC was very easy, and they weren't really physical at all. But when it came to that AFC North, you better have two motherfucking chin straps when you play the Steelers and you play the Ravens. During that 2000 era, man, shit.
But you know, Ocho, before you got there, it used to be the Ravens, the Steelers, the Jags, the Titans, the Browns, and the Bengals. That was the AFC North.
For real?
Yes.
I ain't know that.
Yes.
I appreciate that history.
All of us was in the same in the 2000s. We had to play the Titans, the Jags. Those some. Tennessee used to thump too. When they had the freak.
Right. Yeah.
Man, if I wish people could have seen the freak before he got injured, he messed his ankle up.
Javon Curse, yeah.
Man, hey, and they get on defense and they play and they come over the PA system. Freak out! He coming. Ocho, he coming. He had the quickest first step.
Yeah.
And DT had, but for a man his size, he had the quickest first step I ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Man, that joker be in a wide 9, and at the snap of the ball, he crossed your face if you ain't careful.
Right.
Oh man, he was special. He was special.
Yeah.
And the thing is, what made Tennessee, there was a hatred between us and Tennessee. There was a hatred between us and the Steelers. We hated them. Hated. And that's when they had who they have? They had JP, Joey Porter. They had what's Gilden there is?
Boy, Joey used to talk some trash, boy.
Earl Holmes. Did you play against Earl?
Nah. I remember Earl.
Holmes. Yeah, man. And Man, they had another linebacker. He ended up going to Kansas City. I can't think of the dude's name. But Ocho, boy, he would drop that thump on your ass. Ooh, from University of Georgia. What was that like? What was his name? Oh, man.
Say the boy were hitting, huh?
What? Ocho. But you know, we had so because here's the thing. Steelers, they known for defense. The Ravens. We had Ray, we had Peter Bolware, we had Rob, we had Mike McQuarrie,
Adelius Thomas.
Yeah, man. But see, Adelius, when 2000, Adelius was a rookie. So AD didn't get much playing time when I was there. Then when I left, he moved into the starting lineup.
Right.
Kendrell Bell. That was his name.
I remember Kendrell Bell. Hey, boy, he used to thump, boy. I remember Buddy.
What?
I remember Buddy. Buddy used to thump, boy.
Ooh.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Jit was nice. Jit was nice. He was nice.
Yeah, man. They Steelers used to bring pain. And you know what? You know who a coach used to talk a lot of smack? Coach Cowher.
Bill?
Yeah, he would.
He don't look like no
don't let him fool
type
you.
Coach.
Don't let him fool you. Oh yeah. Coach, I know you will get we used to go at it. We used to go at it.
Yeah.
Mike asked, what do you think about Mike Evans and where he fits in other elite receivers? 10 straight seasons of 1,000 yards.
1,000 yards.
I look, because he came up, nobody ever thought that he was Fitzgerald or he's Tyreek. Now you got Chase, you got Jefferson. So sometimes you can have a great career and it gets overshadowed.
Right.
And I'm afraid that's what happened with Mike Evans. What you think?
I mean, I love Mike. I love Mike. He doesn't talk much. He just puts his hard hat on. He goes out and does what he needs to do year in and year out, regardless to who's that quarterback, regardless to who's at the helm. He catches the ball, he scores touchdowns, and he's had consistent 1,000 yard receiving yards for a decade straight. That in itself is an enormous feat, and it's commendable. And he is definitely a Hall of Famer for doing so.
Yep.
Carlos Smith is the
key. Yeah.
Consistency is very difficult.
And for the most part, he shows up every single year. And you know what you're going to get out of it.
Yeah.
You know what you're going to get out of him. So kudos to Mike Evans. Congratulations. 10 straight 1,000 yard receiving seasons. Boy, to start a career, that's saying something. That's saying something. Carlos Smith asks, who had a better big three? You, TD Elway, or Troy Emery, the playmaker? Man, them jokers played together. Hold on. They played together.
That's a good trio.
Yeah, but they were together from 89, from 90. 90. So 90, they played together until about 99. You know, John only played 4 years with TD.
Damn.
Only played 4 years with TD. Because John retired after the 98 season and TD got hurt in 99. He was okay, but he wasn't the same. Once he tore his knee, he wasn't the same.
Yeah.
I had left and went back, but I talked more ish than in playmaker. That's for sure. I bet you that. But I mean, it's hard to argue. I mean, Emmett won 2 MVPs. They won 3 Super Bowls in 4 years. We won 2. The triplets, that was their big. We had our version of the triplets with myself, John, and TD, but the triplets, give them their due.
I like our triplets was better than y'all though.
Who?
Me, TJ, and Chris Henry. What you mean who?
You got to have a running back and a quarterback for it to be.
We had Rudy Johnson and Carson Palmer. What you talking about?
This man say Rudy Johnson. You better be talking about goddamn old Fat Albert Rudy.
Nah, I'm talking about Rudy Johnson. Auburn U the motherfucking Versity. That Rudy Johnson. Yeah.
This man, you said Rudy Johnson better than TD?
I'm talking about trios. Did I say anybody was better than anybody? We talk about trios, right?
Hold on.
I had my own trio too.
So you putting Carson with Elway?
Huh? I'm talking about my trio.
That's what I'm saying. You, Carson, and Rudy.
Nigga, we better than both of y'all trios. What you talk about? Y'all
all I know.
Us.
Now, 2 of the 3 trios that we got, our 3 members are in the hall.
What you talking about? Like a hall? A hall? Like how you got a cold?
Not a hallway.
About cough drop?
Football heaven. Football heaven. Football heaven.
Right. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Listen, everybody ain't fortunate, but I like my trio better.
I can't believe that you put Rudy Johnson in front of TD and Emmett.
Man, I'm putting my teammate before whoever. I put my teammate before whoever and whenever, and I like my trio better than your trio and the Cowboy trio.
Well, you better combine Corey Dillon and Rudy Johnson and Ickey Johnson and Ickey Woods.
Matter of fact, quiet as kept, Corey Dillon is the better running back than everybody you just named.
On the Bengals.
No. I'm talking about TD and Emmett.
Ocho, you Corey do realize that TD averaged 142 yards a game in the playoff rushing?
Why you mentioning stuff that we can't control as individuals? That is a team. That's a team accomplishment.
Your guy that averaged 142 yards. My guy got 2,000.
How'd he get 2,000? Because what?
Running the football.
I know. Did he run by himself or did he had help?
Your team should have got him 2,000.
Don't talk.
Did y'all have any running plays?
Yeah, we had no running plays. Okay, we did.
My guy was being out of the game. My guy during his 2,000-yard season was out during the third quarter. Wouldn't even play the fourth quarter. Out at the half because he done ran for 160 yards at the half. Who does that?
Yeah. I don't care nothing about them numbers. I'm still going with my trio.
Man,
I'm going with my trio.
Oh, go look at the score.
Y'all to be who? Whoa. What you finna say? Y'all to be who?
Man, we beat the...
Yo, whoa. Now we talking about motherfuckers.
My 98
now we talking my language. Your 98 Broncos ain't beating the 2005 Bengals. Don't do that. Don't. Man,
we'd have beat y'all to y'all shit, then we beat y'all for shitting on the field.
Yo, the 2005 Bengals, your 98 Broncos was not beating us. Stop playing, man. Stop thinking just because it's the Bengals. We finna run. You not the Bengals.
Y'all the Bengals. But you just said it. Stop thinking. I can't stop thinking.
I'm thinking of the concept of the old Bengals and how we were thought of.
Old Bengals, new Bengals, y'all suck.
You was not beating. You know what?
I mean, I appreciate you sticking up for your team, and that's very commendable of you. But we'd have beat the dog.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to make jokes. I mean, statistically speaking, the 2005 yard season was one of the best ever. And your 98 Broncos had never had a season like that. We had offensively.
Do you understand?
You were not going to beat us. You would have not beat us that 2005 year. Or might have been, was it 06? I forgot what year it was.
I don't care what, if you combine the seasons. Do you understand? Do you understand what we had? Do you understand what we had?
Do you understand what we had?
Nothing.
We had Rudy Johnson, Carson Palmer, Chris Henry, myself.
Y'all won 11 games.
Mizada.
Ocho, y'all won 11 games. Do you realize we went a 3-year span? We won 39 total games in 3 years.
I don't care nothing about what you did then. I'm talking about that
2005 Bengals. I'd have retired.
Would not have beat us. I'm guaranteeing you wouldn't have beat us.
From 96 to 98, if we won less than 12 games, I'd have retired. You won 11 games and y'all celebrating.
Man, listen. I'm talking about your team, your 98 team beating us. It wasn't happening. Offensively, we would have ran y'all off the motherfucking field into the locker room. Ocho. And I mean that respectfully.
Ocho, the 98 Broncos, we were second in points scored. You know who was first?
Who?
Minnesota. That was Randy Moss's rookie year.
What does that have to do with what I just said?
Ocho, y'all couldn't beat the Steelers.
Why did we beat the Steelers? What happened?
Ocho.
You forgot.
Ocho.
Whoa. What happened? Why didn't we beat the Steelers? What happened the first play of the game?
I don't know. What happened?
You know what happened.
How about this here? We played 4 games without John Elway. In the regular season, we played 4 games and averaged more points with Bubby than we did with John.
With who?
And we averaged 30. Bubby Bristol.
Hey, I remember Bubby Bristol.
We'd have ran y'all ass off the field.
Bubby Bristol. Y'all wouldn't have beat us.
We'd have ran y'all off the field.
Shit me.
Ocho, Ocho, we outscored y'all by 80 points.
You would outscore who by 80 points?
We outscored y'all. We scored 501 points. Y'all scored 421. I'd have been embarrassed to score with that offense we had.
Listen,
Ocho,
let me tell you something. Listen, I love you, Unc. I love you. I love what y'all
Ocho,
had
we
over
beat the
in
shit out
Denver.
y'all.
Y'all would not have beat our 2005 Bengals, man. I'm just
Ocho,
telling you. I'm just being honest
Ocho,
with you,
y'all couldn't
man.
do it with us. Ocho,
I'm just being honest.
thanks,
How
Ocho.
how was y'all gonna stop us? Think about that.
Ocho, do you
How
see
was y'all gonna
Ocho?
stop us?
Ocho, do you see the 49ers? You see the 49ers with Brock Purdy?
Yeah.
You see how the offense look? So now
Yeah.
you imagine TD ran for 2,000, two 1,000-yard receivers, a 10-touchdown tight end. Our offensive line was just as good.
We had 2,000-yard receivers too. What you saying?
Man,
What are you saying?
We'd have beat the ish out of y'all.
Yeah, all right.
Well, there's no way. All I know is this here. We're chronicled as the 12th best team in NFL history. I don't know where y'all chronicle.
I ain't worried about all that. I don't care nothing about Chronicles. I know what would have happened if we had played y'all.
Well, all you had to do, you know what?
And I bet the chat probably not even agreeing. I bet the chat on your side because y'all won the playoffs, y'all won Super Bowls. The chat is delusional too. And everybody in the chat that's not for the Bengals, I see you. And lose my phone number I gave y'all earlier too.
Just you and Rail for the Bengals. And Rail sleep, so only you for the Bengals right now. Check this out, Ocho. NFL matchup asks, can you tell us your experience lining up against Dion? Chad caught him in Baltimore. I would like to hear the stories about, did you catch? Yeah. No, I didn't. Look, we didn't throw no balls at the time. When he was at the Cowboys, we didn't throw no balls at him.
Yeah, why? Sure, you better not.
Why throw balls at time when we can beat hell out of the rest of the guys? We had the ball 5 times in the first half. We had 35 points. So why mess with time?
Yeah.
Time had an easy day.
Mm-hmm.
TD had 2 carries for 126 yards and 2 touchdowns on 2 carries. I had 3 catches for 90 yards and 2 touchdowns in the first half. And we beat the man. Look,
yeah,
I think the thing is, see, if you watch time highlights, it doesn't do him justice.
No,
they wouldn't throw the ball. Listen, I don't care how good Trayvon Diggs is, and J. Ram and Xavier Howard, and they're all good players.
It's different. He's different. He's different.
They would not throw the ball. They would throw the ball. Time say, if you throw the ball my way again, he would tell him, if you throw this ball the way again, I'm gonna pick it. I'm gonna high step on you.
Yeah.
Okay, they're gonna strike up the band.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody, we're not afraid. We run our offense. And if the offense calls for us to throw the ball, okay.
Yeah, okay.
And the next thing you know, he doing this on you. Now you looking like some boo-boo the fool.
Yeah. I saw Prime. I saw Prime once. Matter of fact, Prime he played the nickel, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to remember because Dale Carter was on me, throughout that whole game. And Prime was in Baltimore and he wore 37. I think he wore 37 because he was 37 years old at the time. We never did get a chance. I think we lined up against each other maybe once or twice. And I wish we had been mic'd up because all we did was sit there and talk shit the whole time. the whole goddamn game. Now that was for me as a kid, as a player, and just being able to share the field with somebody like that, with somebody that magnitude that I actually looked up to and wanted to be like, even though I'm not a DB.
Mm-hmm.
Something about think about that. Yeah. I'm on the field with Deion Sanders, man.
Wow.
I was standing in line trying to buy his shoes, trying to do the glove, trying to wear the socks. I used to put on like 3 or 4 socks just to get him up high and roll him down. That was one of the greatest moments of my career. It wasn't no touchdowns or catches, but being able to share the football field with somebody like that. Dog, that was unbelievable. That was unreal.
Hey, Unc and Ocho. Unc Ocho J asked, hey, Unc and Ocho, what was your first starstruck moment? Also, Ocho, you didn't hear it hit from me, but someone said your forehead looks like you use echolocation. What that mean? What's echolocation?
I don't know. She ain't nothing wrong with my forehead. My forehead is intact.
I mean, you need a little Botox. You need a little Botox like your boy.
I don't need no Botox.
I don't do no Botox either.
No,
you got a bone head.
Who? This ain't nothing but knowledge.
What was your first starstruck moment?
First starstruck moment? Oh, that's a good. Oh, that's a good one right there, huh?
Man, the preseason.
Damn, that's a good one.
Man, my first preseason game, my second preseason game, we played the 49ers. Jerry, Joe Montana.
Ooh.
No, ain't no Steve, Joe. Right. Jerry. I caught a touchdown on a Monday night.
Right.
And hit the hammer on him. Don't hurt him, hammer. Don't hurt him, hammer. Yes.
Man, that's a good one. So, outside of football, just life in general, do you have a starstruck moment? Because I'm trying to think of mine.
In 93, I got the Super Bowl was in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I got on the elevator. I'm on the I'm getting on the door open up. Michael Jordan and his first wife on the elevator.
Nah, boy.
I get on the elevator, and all of a sudden it's bright.
Yeah.
It's like this end glowing.
That boy.
And I'm looking at him. He's like, man, this dude a weirdo. I said,
you ain't say nothing?
I did. I said, hey, I'm Shannon Sharpe. He said, I know who you are. He said, I met your mom in the casino.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, I know you and your brother. Y'all some bad boys.
Yeah.
I'm just.
You was an huh? Yeah. That's motherfucker Michael Jordan. Yeah.
Now I worked out. I met Denzel. His son John David used to train with my trainer when he was in Morehouse.
Right.
Met Samuel Jackson. Met Oprah in the Four Seasons. Gail.
Yeah.
David Beckham. Victoria Beckham. Oh, I done bumped it. But to see Michael Ocho, and I tell people this, and you look at. As a matter of fact, go listen to Damon Lillard say when he saw him at the 75th anniversary, he said he didn't say anything to him, so he couldn't believe it.
Right.
Ocho, this man doesn't seem real. He's the only man that I've ever met. He seems mythical. He doesn't. I know that's Michael Jordan. I'm looking at him. That's a man.
Right.
But Ocho, there's something about, man, he levitates. And anybody that's ever met him, from Shaq to everybody, say the exact same thing. He doesn't seem real.
Yeah, that's dope. I met
him on several occasions because he and Oak are very good friends.
Yeah.
And so when Oak was with the Wizards, I went to the game. Oak got me tickets. I went to the game. Went back. So I'm leaving and I'm walking, and somebody stick the head out the window. Man, take out that tiny ass shirt. You too big for that shirt. It's Mike. He yelled out the window talking about take off this tight shirt, that too little ass shirt. Ocho, I can't put it into words, but this man is like he levitating when you talk to him.
Yeah.
Have you ever met him?
Yeah, I met MJ once. It was a golf tournament that I had to go to. I didn't say much. He was smoking a cigar. I walked by, shook his hand. It's a pleasure. I kept it moving. But for me, starstruck, probably my first time was meeting Cristiano Ronaldo when I was with Nike at the time. I was a rookie. And what I did during my off seasons, for those of you who listen, my first love has always been soccer. It always will be. If you follow me on Twitter, obviously I know you're sick of the soccer content. But when I was with Nike in 2001, maybe 2002, whatever year it was, it made it easy to bridge the gap with the other athletes that were sponsored by Nike as well. Obviously, with the understanding of how much I love the game of soccer, every offseason, where do you think I traveled to during the offseason to go watch soccer matches? To Europe. So I used the relationship with Nike to meet the players consistently year in and year out. And I forgot at one point, at this point now, Cristiano was at Real Madrid. So I had my agent call, listen, Chad Johnson, he's flying out. He's coming to a game. It happened to be El Clasico. He wanted to come to practice. He wanted to meet Cristiano. I think Jose Mourinho might have been there at the time. The special was there at the time. Dude, and I had the opportunity to meet Cristiano in his prime, like the real deal. And dude, it didn't even seem like how you met when you met Jordan. It didn't even seem real. It didn't even seem real. Cool as hell. He's talking about working out, training. He wanted to know my nutrition, what I ate. Well, obviously he wasn't doing that, man. He just really locked in and really, it was crazy. One of the greatest experiences ever. And you don't know what that's like to meet someone of that magnitude, of that caliber, one of the greatest to ever play.
Right.
ever graced the pitch and played a beautiful game was awesome. And so from that point on, obviously I met Messi after that. Messi didn't really know English, so the connection
Connect
really
wasn't.
it wasn't the same. Like me and Cristiano, though, that shit was fucking bananas. That shit was crazy, B.
Yeah.
And to me, that would be my starstruck moment. And we've been cool ever since. We've been
cool
Magic
too. But Magic.
I met Magic. Magic was dope.
Of all the celebrities that I've ever met, and I've met a bunch, Magic Johnson makes you feel like he's known you for 35 years.
Yeah, that's how I treat people when I meet them in person.
That Joker, man, how your brother? Tell your brother, say hello. Man, your mom doing good? How you kid? Bro, every time I've ever met Magic, that's how he makes you feel.
Yeah.
I mean, he just a great man. I'm talking about great, and not to say that. I mean, I've never had a bad interaction with Mike. Mike the same way, hey. But I think a lot of it because he and Oak are very good friends, and Oak and I used to work out together. Anytime I'm back in Atlanta, I call Oak. I was like, Oak, man, I'm at Houston. He say, which one? He gonna pull up. If Oak in Atlanta and I'm somewhere eating, Oak coming.
He coming,
and vice versa. Hey, I called Oak. I said, man, because I had said when the Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Golden State in the finals, I'm going to the parade. They won. Oak, you coming? Now you done told everybody on TV. I said, man, Oak. He said, hey, I already got everything taken care of. I got his backstage passes. I got all this situation. Just fly in. I'm gonna pick you up from the airport. Just tell me what time. Came in, hung with Oak, went to the parade, got back on the plane. All the guys have been great, but man, that Magic.
Yeah. Matter of fact, now we on a starstruck. There's one. Is there anybody you haven't met? For me, there's one person that I haven't met, and I don't care. I lose my motherfucking marbles. I lose my fucking mind if I had the opportunity to sit down. I just want to have a conversation. All I need is 30 minutes. My favorite actor. I'm not sure if you know who Daniel Day-Lewis is. You know who Daniel Day-Lewis is?
Yeah.
Played in Lincoln. Played in Lincoln. Gangs of
There
New
will
York.
be blood.
There will be blood. Dog, listen, if I could just meet this motherfucker just one time.
He won 3 lead actors. The only one to ever 3 lead actors.
The man retired, and he's one of my favorite. Maybe edging out, maybe the favorite. I just want to meet him one time and sit down and just talk with him. One of the greatest method actors of all time that I've actually seen lose themselves in character and become somebody that you don't even recognize outside of who they truly are. And I just want to meet him. I just want to meet him. I love him to death. I love all his work, everything he does, the roles that he takes. You talk about range. You talk about being an actor and having range.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. Yeah,
that'd be a dream for me.
And actually, I met Denzel last year. He was at the game in which LeBron became the all-time scoring leader. The OKC game, I think it was like February or March. I went to the game and had a conversation. He introduced me to his wife. He was explaining to his wife. He said he was the guy that looked after John David when he was in Atlanta. Because I used to work out with John David. And, he wanted to play in the NFL. He ended up going to the he was on the practice squad with the Rams, and then he ruptured his Achilles. But it's I mean, yeah, to be able to meet the guys, to meet Floyd Mayweather, to meet all the guys that, being on this side of what I do now and being able, that's the best part about my job. Yeah, I get to talk about sports and I get to talk about a lot of stuff. And people ask me, but the best part of my job is that I've been able to meet people that even when I played, I didn't get an opportunity to meet. And so, especially as far as non-athletes. I met Tyler Perry.
Hey, TP.
I met Drake. What's funny is when you meet people and the first thing they say, man, you funny as hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, you be talking that, and you know what you're talking about too now.
Yeah.
I watch it. I've had so many people that I'm like, I know you don't. I introduce, because Ocho, I'm never gonna be arrogant enough to assume everybody knows who I am. Right. So anytime I meet anybody, how you doing? I'm Shannon Sharpe. I know who you are. You don't got, but that's just me. I'm not assuming you know who I am. But man, that's been my greatest is that is to meet the people that I've had an opportunity to have an interaction with.
That's dope. That's dope.
That's all you got? Chris Pearson asked, Unc and Ocho, what were your favorite shoes growing up? And favorite shoes you have now? Unc, nice, because Ocho probably got shoes from Payless. His laptop caught fire last week. So
the laptop from last week, I bought that from a homeboy.
I know.
It wasn't nothing but $150. Man, you think I wasn't passing that up? A laptop for $150?
That used to be the case. I mean, you used to have phone, you get your phone, get a phone for $30. It's gonna last for a few months. Now it's gonna last for a month before they cut it off.
Well, listen, the laptop lasted me what 3 months of the season? We in December now. So I got
plugged the wrong charge in there. Tell him what really happened. He plugged the wrong charge in there and he burnt it up.
That was what happened. How you know?
Cause I know you.
Hey, that's literally what happened.
Duh. Yeah, I know what happened.
That's what happened. Yeah,
my favorite shoes. Good look. When I was growing up, Nike was not what it was. You had the cons, you had the weapons, the Dr. J's, the Magic Johnson, or the Larry Birds. And then when Spud Webb won the dunk contest, he won the dunk contest in City Wing Ponies. I went and got me a pair. Nike really didn't take off until Jordan. Now, Iceman and Moses Malone, there are a lot of people that wore Nikes, but ain't nobody, Nike wasn't like, Converse was the shoe.
Yeah.
Adidas, Kareem had the top 10 Adidas, but it was mainly Converse. All the top guys, the Magic, the Birds, the Mark Aguirre, all those guys. I think Isaiah also was a No, Isaiah was an Adidas guy because I think he had Adidas from Indiana. But Nike, when Michael and they came out with them Chicago's,
it was a wrap.
It was a wrap for everybody. It was a wrap for everybody.
Shoot, for me, my favorite shoe is, I'm not sure if nobody gonna remember. Obviously, when I went to school, all I wanted was Bally's. Nah, no Pro Kids. Yeah, I wanted Bally's. You remember Bally's? You know what Bally's is. Bally's is still out. There was a specific Bally. It was a specific Bally back in the early 90s. We call them the animal Bally's. They came in yellow, blue, black, red, and just a low top or a high top, and it just had animals. It had like cows going around the sole. I begged my grandma for a pair of them goddamn Bally's. My football cleats that I wore wasn't Nike. It wasn't Shark. Remember Nike Sharks back in the day, the old Nike Sharks? It was the ponies, the pony cleats.
I had ponies.
I had the pony cleats?
Yeah.
Man,
Converse,
I had a pair of pony
Converse
cleats,
used to make what you call them also. Converse used to make cleats.
For real?
Yes.
I didn't know that. When I was in high school, all I wanted was them all black. They were all black pony cleats. And when in high school, I used to wear a pair of Troops. I bet you remember the Troops.
I heard of. I don't remember.
You remember Troop? No. Man, I had the Troop sweatsuit.
Oh yeah. I remember the sweatsuits now. Yeah. I didn't know they made shoes, but I remember the sweatsuits. Yeah.
Man, I had the shoes and all, man. They used to be ranking my ass. They used to be ranking me too.
Pro Kids was a shoe. You had Zips.
Oh, what about Rules? You have some Rules with a zip on the side? You ain't had Rules? Oh, come on.
Nah, we had the cons, because you had the cons came in, you had to have those all white lows and highs.
Yeah.
Snoop still wear the cons canvas, canvas one. But they came in green, black, red, blue, had all kind of colors. But I think I had the whites, the lows and the highs, and I had a blue pair of lows.
Right. Hold on. What about Lottos? You remember Lottos?
I do remember Lottos.
Here, what about Diodoras? Remember Diodoras? Yeah. Oh, I got one for you. What about Etonics? You ain't had no Etonics?
I didn't have them, but nah.
You ain't had no Etonics?
No.
Oh man, I had the purple Etonics, the green, the orange, the gray. Ooh, back.
But back then, see, you get them crease jeans, you had to have heavy starch.
Oh,
you took the thing to the clinic, get that heavy starch.
Yeah.
Had Lee jeans, you had Lee's, you had Calvin Klein, Sergey Rigoletto, Valentino. Yeah,
I
had a thing crease with them eyes up.
I ain't had none of them.
Ocho, you couldn't hit me in the ass with a red apple. Boy, I was clean. Boy, I was clean. I was clean.
Yeah, I ain't had.
And I had me a members only. You know, you had the members only jacket.
Oh, what you know about the member only jacket, man? I had a beige and a black one.
Yeah, I had that black one.
I had a beige and a black one.
Yeah, man. I had the Izar sock, Izar belt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, you know, for us back then when I was in high school, getting fresh, you get your Tommy Hilfiger outfit, Tommy Hilfiger set, or a polo set with the Reeboks.
Yeah.
With the I'm talking about the old Reeboks.
You talking about the old black aerobic Reeboks.
Yeah, bingo. Yeah. With the strap, the two straps at the top. And couldn't tell you nothing.
Yeah. See, Tommy Hilfiger came out. I was in college. That was kind of like around like the 80s, like 87, 88. Yeah. Tommy Hilfiger was the thing.
Them short sets with the collar, man. Mm-hmm. Boy, you get them with them all white mm-hmm. boys.
Yeah. See, what was that? Them jams. You remember them jams? The jams, the matching top and the shorts?
No.
Y'all ain't have no jams? Oh, man.
I don't know what that is.
Jam king. I'm the jam king, bro. It was a short set, but the top and the shorts matched. They were exactly. Shirt matched the short. They call them jams.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, man. I was clean with them jams on. You know, your boy little floss a little bit. Yeah, man. Them was back in the days, man.
Throwback. And you know what's so funny? We live in Miami, right? And like the big boy, I'm gonna say the big boys. I don't want to say the D word. You know what I'm talking about? The big boys. Mm-hmm. The big boys used to wear the leather pants, man.
Yeah.
They used to wear the leather pants.
I got some leather pants now. I'm gonna bring them back out.
For real, with the Coogee sweater, man. Man, we in Miami now.
Yeah.
With the Coogee sweaters, man. The jewelry, man. The ring, like, golly. Of course, the bad grandma. I'm in high school. Mama, all I want to go with my Bally's, please, is a pair of black leather shorts from Rasul's. If anybody in Miami watching me, and anybody in Miami right now, you know what I'm talking about. The leather shorts you getting from Rasul's on 7th Avenue. I never forget. And my grandma bought me for Christmas. One Christmas, bought me some leather short pants to go with my black Bally's. And I had my little Coogee sweater.
Yeah.
Man, you couldn't tell me nothing that first day of school after Christmas break, huh? Man, you couldn't tell me nothing.
Man, it was the days, man. I miss, you know, when my grandfather used to take my brother and I shopping. He'd take us Easter shopping and we get a suit. So the way my grandfather, suit was $30. You know, you get a suit. Man, my granddad's like, man, I just spent $60. You ought to give me the shirt and the tie for free. My granddad go bargain. Sure enough.
Every time.
Every time.
It for free.
Yeah, man. We with the $30 suit come Easter.
Yeah.
Man, me and my brother dressed to the nine. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, that's throwback, man. That's
man.
Who asked that question just brought back memories like that, man? Hey, that was
Chris Pearson.
That was a good question.
Chris Pearson.
Now he got my memory jogging about the 80s and the 90s. That's crazy.
But I bet you a lot of people in this chat are gonna remember them jams. Remember them jams. And them jams. Them jams was the joint.
It must be where you from, huh?
Ah, man. I know Florida because y'all always had the matching top and bottom.
Yeah,
they had print, but they had print. They had like flowers on them, and they had trees. They have animals. They call them jams.
Yeah.
You remember the jelly shoes? I know you remember the jellies.
For the women, they like see through.
Yeah, ninjas wore them too.
Where you from? What dudes had on jellies back then?
Yes. Everybody wore jelly, and you mess around and the rock get caught in the heel of because they had openings in the side of the heel. Yeah, rock get caught on your shoe with the jelly.
Man, my damn ear things and went dead. Forget it. I'm finna work without them. Hey, jellies is for women, man.
Man, jelly for everybody that could afford $4, $5 to get them and slide their feet on them.
Oh hell, goddamn jelly! Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about too. Goddamn, Real say she watching. Baby, you had you some jellies?
Oh yeah, no, Real has some.
Hey, goddamn! I'm trying to think what else, man. What else from back then?
Back in the day, Ocho.
But man, he jogged. He got some good.
You probably had them Wrangler jeans. You from Florida? You had on Wrangler jeans.
Yank? No, I had 501. I had a Levi's with the crease, with the heavy crease, with the starch.
Yeah.
What's the starch with it with the yellow top?
Niagara.
Yeah. Niagara. But I had the heavy starch in them things.
But see,
don't nobody starch no jeans like them boys from Texas though.
Yeah.
Them boys from Texas with the polo boots. You remember the polo boots?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
Ocho, but see, here's the thing. When you run out of starch, we use flour water. And we make our own. Yeah, that's what you use. Flour and water. That was starch.
Yeah, I ain't know that.
I know you did. See, you had it good. You had to make do. Yeah, I remember that thing. Oh yeah, every night from the time I was about the 8th grade, because my grandma taught me how to iron my clothes and stuff. Because she's like, baby, Granny ain't gonna be ironing your clothes no more. I like, okay. I wash it. She say, fold it like this and put it up there. I put it on the ironing board, iron it myself. So from the time I was about the 8th grade all the way till I probably stopped creasing my jeans probably about 96. I wore creasing my jeans till about 96.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like.
Yeah, from the time I was about 12 to the time I was about 28. I got about a 16-year run out of them creasing. I'm talking about sharp, too cutting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ocho, I was so clean one night, a fly landed on me, I cut his throat. I said, how dare you mess up my outfit? Off with his head, Ocho. Man, you're clean now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's dope, man. Damn, he jogged some good memories.
Brian West asks, hey, Unc and Ocho, I'm staying up past my bedtime for work to ask this. Can y'all do a raffle giveaway for the subscribers that can't watch live? But I do listen faithfully to the audio at work first thing in the morning. What can we do something for the how do we do something for okay. Brian, you know what? We're gonna work something out. We're gonna work something out for our audio listeners. Because like you said, you do have to work. And we want you to continue to work, but we want you to continue to faithfully listen to us. So we're gonna come up with a way to reward the people that can't stay up and watch the live, but do get an opportunity because we want everybody to have an opportunity to benefit from the success.
Wait, live?
Yeah.
You talk about stay up late. What time is it? It's early, ain't it?
It's 10:30. It's 10:30. Yeah.
10. 10.
Oh, it's 1:30. Oh, man, it's 1:30 here, East Coast. Ocho?
For real?
Yeah, I'm looking at my watch. I said, damn, it's early here. I said, we got a couple more hours. I know we don't.
Hey, well, how long we been on?
How long we been on? Hour and a half? You lying.
How long we been on?
Ash just sitting up here smiling. 2:20.
We've been on here for 2 hours?
Yes.
Hey, we've been on here for 2 hours for real?
Yes.
God damn.
Guys, we want to thank you. Hey, make sure you click that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys. We want to thank you. You got us to 394 subs. We're 6,000 away. How many we're now? How many subscribers are we away now? 5.
Damn. We've been on here 2 hours.
We're about to hit 397. So we're about to be 3,000 away from 400. Guys, you've been amazing. Please make sure you click that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We've also pinned the Shea by Laportier link at the top. The holidays are right around the corner, so make sure you go grab your bottle for your loved one or yourself, and you won't be disappointed. You will not be disappointed.
At all.
Congratulations to all our winners, all the winners, the Packers, the 49ers, the Dolphins, the Texans, all the teams that won. Congratulations to the teams that made the college football playoff. Ocho and I'll be back tomorrow after the Monday night game. Thank you for tuning in. Please make sure you click that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button.
Wait.
What's up?
We got to get the people in the Christmas spirit.
Okay,
we gotta sing a Christmas song, like to end the show.
What you want to hear? Silent Night?
Yeah. Let's sing Silent Night. Hold on.
You ready?
Hold on. No, I ain't ready yet. Hold on. Hey, this to get y'all in the spirit. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter and Instagrams. Hold on. Cause yeah, I'm ready. Hold on.
You geared up, get ready to go?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me drink some of this Red Bull. Boom. Okay, I'm ready. Let me know you're ready. I'ma stay within my range so I sound good. Oh, you know, I told the people me and you gonna do Christmas caroling.
Christmas carol? We doing Christmas carol?
Yeah, we doing Christmas caroling.
You ready?
Yeah, you want me to start it off or you got it?
You can start off.
Silent
night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child.
Yeah, bring us home now.
Holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heaven.
Yeah, don't hit that note no more, man. Don't.
Sleep in heavenly peace.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Nightcap.
I love y'all.
I'm your favorite TV Unc, Shannon Sharpe. He's your favorite number 85, Chad, Ochocinco Johnson. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow night.